Football, not a beautiful game. Undoubtedly, the most loved in world sports now the world. But being football fans, them almost the action now the pitch of play. With the newsmakers, experienced analysts, they get unbiased opinion. So get the news, views and gist only on Orange Football Special. Hello, Kushe, and welcome to Orange Football Special with me, Mohamed Toby Kagbo. Orange Football Special, now the program will tell you all with matter about football, both local and the international stage. Orange Football Special is on the TV screen every Tuesday from 10 to 11 p.m. on SLBC TV channel 31 or SLBC TV channel 31 Facebook page. The Priority Service Unlimited, the Power Orange Football Special, and the lead mobile telecom provider now the country, Orange the supporter. And guess what? So the stress where you can get if you mistakenly send Orange money now the wrong number, that stress day done over, because Orange will come with a solution where you will retrieve the money very fast. All you need to do, just dial #144 *2 *5# and go for retrieve the money. Orange money, me phone, me couple. Inside the program this evening, we go specific look at international football. We look at the stats of the major leagues them across Europe, where we go digest inside the program this evening, and also we go look at the UEFA Super Cup between Chelsea and that of Villarreal. We go preview inside the program this evening, and also we will talk about the big transfer of Jack Grealish. We don't make a move to Manchester City from Aston Villa for a fee around £100 million. In the history of English footballer, Jack Grealish are the highest signed English footballer at the history of the English Premier League. So sit and enjoy as I get me two guests them inside the studio. First I go welcome Franklin Campbell, where they work for Mercury Radio, and a regular somebody we get more experience in terms of international football. It's a pleasure. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Toby.
And also I with Sima Kamara for the first time. Most people they call him AK9. Well, instead of get wealthy experience when it comes to international football and also local football sports at large. Inside the program for the first time, I meant to be corrected. It's a pleasure. Welcome to Football Special.
Good evening, Toby.
Alright, we'll start the show proper now with a look at the start of the major leagues them across Europe. We'll discuss. Well, for the good news of England fans them, we will get a chance for return into the various stadiums them with full capacity, where some leagues them across Europe, minimum fans them will go for watch the games. Well, that will be your first discussion inside the program, and purely we will deal with the Chelsea Villarreal Super Cup final. How you feel say this get for look? Let's start with Franklin Campbell. Chelsea welcoming Lukaku back, and definitely he get to be part of the team for play against Villarreal. I think this is a very big move for Chelsea.
Yes, no, very good news. When you look at all the deals that we involve Romelu Lukaku, now he's the most expensive player now in the world. Since he left Anderlecht, can join Chelsea, go on loan, and later join Everton, from Everton to Manchester, from Manchester to Inter Milan. Then now he return to England. So with so many obstacles on the way, especially being at Manchester United, when they oppose him because of his speed or in first touch. But now Chelsea they pay more than $100 million, you know, for this player when they don't sell the Everton. That they tell you how the player be really work on in assignments. After them, we don't criticize them heavily. It be even force the player for post Manchester United, the whole team, the speed rates, the social media, the Gary Neville, other football pundits, that be heavy critic of this player. But because of he want to ease the pressure on them, when they say slow, you get for post the speed rates, when they later advise and say go delete them. But the fact is, the way how the club then they operate, you post something inside 1 minute, even if you delete them. Others, they will don't see them, they will continue for post and they will make all man see them. So for that reason, they may end up for pathways. But since he go to Inter Milan, in the first season, yeah, Inter Milan can second. Then the second season, he helping game more and more in terms of speed, in first touch, you know, and for go on the offensive, old ball drive, take on defenders. He go improve on that. And we see Inter Milan win the league. Something we they not be win the last time since 2010 under Jose Mourinho. After 11 years, they will achieve the same thing back. So, for Romelu Lukaku living in Inter Milan, well, this is not the problem where Antonio Conte be see. When they tell on the club in policy, say, we struggle financially. We want to let go some players them, you know, and some top players them. The manager not be agree with that. So, then be part ways. Now we see Hakimi don't left. he go PSG, and now Lukaku. Who knows? Other names them back go
because
left.
also Lautaro Martinez, they in the radar. We don't see a fee around £60 million. Don't be agreed between Tottenham Hotspur and Inter Milan. But I'll look at the news surrounding the Italian giants. They are the champions for quite a long time. They don't miss out in the Scudetto. They win with great players. But according to the new coach for Inter Milan, Isago Poli, say now a big loss for a club like Inter Milan for lost them top striker.
Yes, indeed. No club not go happy about that. So you lost one of your talisman them. But the thing is, the player they go but cash they come inside. We are in. You get the chance for look out there for some top strikers. Them we go can not to pass the place, but for fill the gap where it can left. So that's go help the club. You know, we know say they struggle financially. That's not the reason why then they force for sell some of them top talents them. So for the manager, I not get any option. If that one manager don't left for that reason, they win a Conte, you self no can see na so for work. No, the club get their own policy, then get their owner. We now they dictate some of the ins and out of the club. So for them now, they get an assignment for look out there for say this name here is good enough for filling the gap of Lukaku. Yeah, you know, say Lukaku gets an unfinished job in England.
Yeah.
So himself will be happy for Godi. You know, when you look at the amount they will pay him compared to the other them they pay on Inter, he will be happy about that. And Chelsea get a formidable side. So if he can add there, we know say he will add more depth to the squad.
All right.
You know.
I just want to bring you Manchester City spending a lot of cash, 100 million for get Jack Grealish from Aston Villa. But if you look at the front line for Manchester City, you get Raheem Sterling, you get Ryan Mahrez, you get Bernardo Silva, a lot of stars that never feel Foden. You feel say Manchester City go for keep all them stars here together. If they don't let some players for leave, forget a space for Jack Grealish.
Yeah, I believe they're very good one from the coach, because football is all about competition, you understand? Where there is no competition, you hardly for the team getting trophies, you understand? And yesterday, a lot of pundits don't make it clear, see, it will be difficult for the coach, you understand, for select, because we get 9 offensive players, them. You get Phil Foden, you get Raheem Sterling, you don't get Grealish, you get Mahrez, you get Gabriel Jesus, and a lot of them, you understand? So I believe, see, the coach get a lot lots of work for do, you understand, for match up to the season. We all see Jack Grealish, where he play against Leicester City in the Community Shield. We all see where they bring him in. And one player I get a very, very great respect for, because he's offensive and defensive, you understand. And I look for see if only he continue outside he left last season. I believe it will be a very tight one for Raheem Sterling, because we all don't see Kun Aguero don't make him way to Barcelona. So I believe likely he will play in the Raheem Sterling will play false 9 if only the coach want for continue for the use him, because we don't see Jack Grealish over the years, he don't perform. And we all see during the EU, you understand, with a lot of English fans, they cry for him, for let them give him more playing time. We all see when it come in the second half, it can create a lot of impact. And we see over the past years, he played more than 96 games and he scored 15 goals and assist 16, you understand, for Aston Villa. And he created a lot of chances last season. So a lot of pundits try to look at, say, if you get Jack Grealish and get De Bruyne in the same squad, I believe, say, it will be fire for Man City. And already the tip Man City for be the EPL champion, although the league never even started.
All right, most people don't take Manchester City for being the English Premier League champion, but you're not a Chelsea fan. So, one for us, what if you say the chances for Chelsea get for win the title?
Yeah. As an analyst, I analyze from the independent point of view, you understand? And it's careful to talk because I'm a Chelsea side support, you understand? When you take a look at Man City on paper, you understand? Then get a team for it in the league again, you understand? But also Chelsea, they bringing on Lukaku, I believe, see, we back get a great chances, you understand? If only we play them, then live up to expectation, like I was saying last season. Because for return a Champions League, not even not easy for most teams. Whenever you don't win Champions League, for go again the following season, it can be very difficult. Now, I make most pundits can say, if the likes of Mendy and N'Golo Kante, Rudiger take for Musa and left last season, I believe Chelsea will be the team for beat this season also.
All right, same question to Franklin. I get to understand that it's about Manchester United.
Yeah.
So, which chance do you see Manchester United game in the title?
The Premier League title is hard for predict. But when you look at the transfer business of certain clubs, if you fear enough, you look at some teams, they move side and left, and how they want to continue, plus the addition we they make, you don't tip Manchester United for be a title favourites. But if you look at overall, how the Premier League is on the go, sometimes the favourites are not going to win them. So for Manchester United, it's all about consistency under the new manager. In first full season, he finished third, and in second full season, a second. So this time around, with some amount of cash spent on players, you hope say go pushing that one step for be a Premier League winner. But it's really not easy when you look at the business of Manchester City so far, and they've still not done it in the transfer market. But again, we get to see some amount of games, 3 or 4, before the transfer window close. You know, so some teams them you will feel say they don't plan now or everything they in place. But when the Premier League starts, then begin stumble, then they need to go back now the drawing board and say we need to make immediate signings for can do the job for we. So now they the problem can really for certain clubs. But for Manchester United, we know say then they struggle in terms of the defense. And Sancho is a very fine player, though he's not too familiar with senior English football. You know, but with an experience in the German Bundesliga, he can help the club. Me not they look at him from the Manchester United angle, like my colleagues say, an independent analyst. But honestly, you will wish for the team be a title contender or a title or a league winner. But honestly, the other angle we go look at him, the opponents them. For Chelsea, look at the squad. Look at how the manager meets them in January. They end up for winning the league, and they meet them 9. They end up for winning the Champions League, sorry. It means them 9 at the league. They finish into the top 4. You know, they lost the FA Cup final. So you find out, say, they do a lot of progress in the team. Now, in a full season, then they come up with a striker. So just imagine, if the players there continue with the great form, then it will be a good one for Chelsea. But for Manchester United, more need for be done.
All right, thank you very much, Franklin Campbell, and also Sima Kamara, who helped me push the program this evening. Well, and as All Round Football Special come to an end. Thanks very much to the able producer, more like Cagbo, and to the man of production, Maury, in Team Chelsea, and they play against Villarreal on Wednesday. I hope the winner wins. So I'm standing on the fence. So to you, Jalo, hey, to you, Tima will always ensure that we get the very best in the production. And to you, Josie Force, thanks very much, guys. You guys have done a very good job to ensure that Around Football Special be the best football show in the history of Sierra Leone. Until we meet again sometime, you don't be Mohammed Sobi Kagbo. Goodbye.
Orange.